Hi, thanks for joining us. I'm Philip Duncan. Well, we're tracking warm weather that's moving in towards New Zealand, but we've got more rain attached to it as well. And we've also got a colder change arriving this Sunday, Monday, and then coming back again later next week. So let me explain it all. Here is the latest wind map. You can see the high parked out near the Chatham Islands, and it's encouraging this anticyclonic wind flow, which is now coming out of the subtropics for many areas. So places are warming up more and more over the next couple of days as that warmer airflow slides in across the country. But we've got some rain waiting out into the western side about to move in. So this is the rainfall map right through from now until Sunday. And as you can see, the whole country gets some rain. But if we start in the east, these areas in green, that's only 2 to 5 millimetres. So there is not very much coming in these eastern areas. Same with the very north. You're only talking 10, maybe 15 millimetres in these yellow gold areas that you see. The main rain, of course, is in that western side. So down here on the west coast, rainfall totals in the pink and blue is putting you between 100 and maybe 150 to 200 millimetres up in the mountains. Mount Taranaki, you're around that 100 millimetre mark, and Waikato 25 to 30 millimetres, very similar to parts of Manawatu, although Manawatu might be just a little bit drier than that. So that's the rainfall expected between now and Sunday. So here is how Thursday is shaping up across New Zealand. Low pressure is moving in. We've got these warmer winds moving down across the country though. So by the end of the day, everybody has a subtropical airflow. We've got rain moving into the western side. It gets to Taranaki later on. And it is a warmer day across New Zealand. The areas in red are 4 to 8 degrees above normal for this time of the year. So a large portion of the South Island well above normal temperature-wise on Thursday, and the same on Friday, and also the same today, Wednesday. And over here, the lower half of the North Island and also the western side, also well above average temperature-wise for this time of the year. So warmer weather coming through, and it doesn't change on Friday, again with the subtropical airflow over both islands. It's a fairly dry day, although there will be a few showers just here and there on Friday. On Saturday, the subtropical winds are back. They're still around. The low building out to sea, though, is moving in, and that brings in showers to begin with on the west coast. Then eventually that rain comes in, and it spreads across most of New Zealand overnight. By the time we get to Sunday, it'll be a bit of a wet day. But look at this map before we get to Sunday in New Zealand. This is Saturday in Australia. Look at the size of this high. Australia is 4,000 kilometres across from west to east. This high fills in all of Australia. It keeps that storm offshore and most of the rain clouds as well. So just an interesting map for Saturday I just wanted to share with you. But let's go back to New Zealand now for Sunday, and it's a very different story in our part of the world for Mother's Day. Morning rain, so mum definitely gets a sleep in. Let's lock that in. And then into the afternoon, sunny spells are likely to move into these northern areas, but it probably still stays pretty unsettled for many southern areas. We'll lock that in a bit more with details later into the week. And finally, our last map is for the start of next week. That Australian high coming our way, but not quite. This is about as close as it gets. We've got a colder change around on Monday. There'll be some snow on the mountains and ranges, but this high is going to be pushed northwards, and then we've got all this autumn weather here coming in for next week, which means Tuesday will probably be warm and mild with the northwest winds blowing through, and then we get to Thursday and it'll probably be windy, wet and cold as that starts to come our way. That is all from me. We'll update you again tomorrow with the very latest.